Friday morning movie reviews. This is Nathan CK.
I'm Louis Angel.
I'm gonna be doing Moonlight.
Yeah, it's an Oscar contender.
Yep.
Huge score on Rotten Tomatoes, and we just saw it.
And we wanted to see it because of the score. I didn't see any trailers on this.
Me neither. I had no idea.
So
I had an idea, but I didn't see any footage.
Yeah, I don't think I had any idea what the
movie was
going to be.
Well, tell them give them a synopsis.
So basically, the synopsis is we have this young kid who's in Miami, and he's growing up, and he has to find his place in life. And you see his whole life story until
you see like 3 chapters of it.
Yeah, right. They have
when he's a little boy,
3 chapters.
When he's a teenager,
right.
And when he's an adult.
And probably 30s-ish,
yeah.
I'd say. But it's compelling in a way that it deals with certain issues and how he has to cope with this from
how
being
he
very,
deals
very
with
young.
Being gay.
And being bullied.
And him kind of not really knowing how to deal with the fact that he is gay.
Right. And if it's wrong or if it's right, especially at a young age, you don't know
what he's confused because it's not like he chose to be gay. He just he found out he was gay early. Other people knew he was before he knew, so that's kind of why he's bullied.
Yeah, and calling him names for that.
And some really heinous stuff. And so the movie starts off with the boy being picked on, and an adult steps in. It's Mahershala Ali. If I butchered his name, I'll throw up a picture of him right there. He's great in the movie. He kind of steps in and becomes this boy's pseudo father figure.
Because he didn't really have one.
Yeah, the boy never knew his father. His mom isn't the best. She's not going to win any awards anytime
deranged
soon.
And
she has a lot of problems.
Drug problems and issues. Yeah.
Mahershala Ali steps in, trying his best to kind of guide this kid and mold him and ready him for what's to come. And he was great in the movie. He was really great.
Good. Yeah, he was amazing.
He was nurturing when he had to be. He was tough when he had to be. Yeah. I thought he really delivered. And the little boy in the movie, it's all the same character of Chiron. Alex Hibbert is the little kid. I thought he did a really good job of being kind of reserved.
Yeah.
And, I bought him as that kid. I really bought him as that child. And then Ashton Saunders plays him older. And as a teen, and Trevante Rhodes plays him as an adult. And I thought all 3 of them, it was really believable. They were all the same person.
Oh yeah.
Like as an adult, he was doing stuff he did when he was a kid, just his mannerisms.
Yeah.
Which Barry Jenkins, who directed it, actually didn't let the 3 of them see what the other guys were doing. So the fact that the performances came together so well is a credit to the actors and the director.
Yeah, and that they're all this same character.
They're all synced so well.
And that kind of means that the script and the characters are written so good that
exactly.
It doesn't matter who the actor is. They find that connection that's the same no matter who they are and no matter who they're playing.
The performances were all just so good.
Yeah.
Now, this movie just didn't... It just didn't... I never fully got on board with the story. I wasn't as invested as I thought I was going to be in a movie that has a 97%. It just didn't... I felt like if this movie's a train, 97% of critics got on board on the train, and I'm not saying I disliked the movie, but I kind of just saw it go by. I just never left the station with this movie. I never got on board. I kind of looked at it go by like, oh yeah, that's nice. That's good. But I never...
Why?
I don't know. It just didn't resonate with me the way I thought it would. That's not to say the movie's bad, because I don't think it's a bad movie. It's kind of... it's deliberately slow, isn't it? Because it takes its time, but it doesn't...
But maybe... Does that have to do with the character itself?
Absolutely, 100%. So,
and
I can't even fault it. I just, personally... It wasn't my taste. I don't want to say the movie wasn't for me. It just didn't work the way I wanted it to.
Yeah, and I think I can make a little sense out of this. We have a kid who's who has seen, excuse me, a lot
smoking
of
now,
bad stuff, is growing up, with a mother who is not fully invested in
Naomi
giving.
Harris, who
Yeah,
she shot that role in 3 days,
yeah. See, I mean,
great performance.
but just the mother herself and the character,
Yeah.
is not invested in giving her child the most for his life, and he becomes really reserved, like you were saying.
Absolutely reserved.
And you want him to speak more, and you know, there's a scene where he's being picked on, and he's running away from these bullies.
Little boy or teen?
Little,
Okay.
like in the really beginning.
Yeah.
And this is where
Marshall Ali steps
finds
in.
him. This is where he first finds him, and he doesn't tell him anything. He doesn't tell him
he's
where
so quiet.
where
and he's so maybe
I mean,
scared.
it's given that.
Yeah, he's
I
a
mean,
stranger.
I would too, because he's a stranger. But and that goes through all of
You
these
can see that completely
three.
affecting him.
All of these 3 chapters,
And
he does the same thing, and that's why maybe it's slow. Is because you want him to
grow more,
engaged. You want him to grow, and you want him to just speak. It gets you it got me aggravated, because I wanted him to just kind of break through this wall,
kind of break out of his shell.
Yeah,
but maybe but that's what they were saying in the movie, because it's not. I'm not gonna say it's a spoiler if I say it, so I won't say it. But you find out something about him towards the end of the movie that you're like, wow, he really has been a shell. He's been so really closed off and reserved. And I did like seeing Marisha Ali's influence on him. Marisha Ali's later when he's an adult. You saw a clear influence on what this father figure meant to this boy. You really see him become the culmination of all of his experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a romance angle in the movie, which I thought worked. I thought it worked.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was believable. I thought it was fine.
Yeah. But I also like.
They really had chemistry. The romance angle really comes to fruition later on in the movie.
Yeah,
I thought those 2 actors, I thought they had good chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that scene was very real and very believable.
Yep. Same.
Yeah. So, anything else we want to add?
No, let's rate it.
Okay, let's rate. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna
give it a 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
If I could just give this movie a thumbs up, I would. But
You can't?
I could say, hey, it's my channel. It's our channel too. Give it whatever I want. But I'll give it a 3.9 out of 5. It just didn't.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't move me.
Okay.
Like I want. The movie didn't move me. Moonlight failed to move me.
Okay.
But apparently it's moved a lot of other people.
Yep.
So I definitely say you should see the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it's an important movie to see.
Mm-hmm.
It's very culturally relevant.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong.
Okay.
Maybe you'll feel differently about it.
Right. Spoilers a little bit.
Well, is there anything that's you can spoil?
No, but
No, right?
maybe I like the aspect that he
I like the boyhood angle.
He
of it.
does become more like tough, I guess.
I think that was just like
I like
show though.
I know, but I like that.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was saying
it
with the
shows
father.
that he finally broke through this quietness.
Yeah,
But I mean, that's always going to be inside of him.
he was very introverted.
But he started to, and then he loves his mother. I mean, like he finally respects her, and that's
That was a great
that's
scene.
where
That was a great scene.
he learned from
I think that was showing him. He had a lot of maturity right there.
Mahershala Ali's character, because he said that he never really had that connection with his mother,
he said that
because
he didn't like his mom.
and then he loved her, but then he never got to say that to her because she died.
Yeah,
So now he took that as,
it was a healing thing.
right.
Yeah, so like, comment, and subscribe.